what you just said. So let's just clear the air while we here. Are you a trans woman at all? Have you been a cis man and then transitioned to a trans woman like myself?
No.
Okay, so you always been a cis woman aligned with, as you were a woman at birth and you aligned with your sex at birth. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Thank you. So, oh, child. Whew. So now, Jen around?
She went to the bathroom.
Oh, she went to the bathroom. Okay. So, K-Dub, I know you don't want to talk to me, K, but please talk to me, K. Okay. K, so now, when did your relationship end, like you and the Destiny Child? Was that like in 2023 also with the rest of them?
Go ask her.
Oh, you not answer no questions at all? Don't ask you shit?
Period.
Okay, I ain't gonna ask you nothing. She said, go ask her. I wanted to ask her because she said that you said that it was over and y'all was no longer friends. That's what I was asking you. So I wanted to hear from the horse's mouth, but I get it. Oh, child. Oh, you back, Jam. So, your relationship with Shigo was in 2024, right? So, like T-Tom said earlier, because I wrote it in my notes, right? She said, why does she have to bring up her past? Do you feel like it was legitimate for Shigo to bring up her past?
As opposed to what?
Because you did say that, like, if she was interviewing people on the app, right? And then you was, like, saying, like, oh, we don't know nothing about Shigo, so, like, tell us about yourself, right? So T-Tom did say in her live earlier today, she was like, why does Shigo need to bring up her past? Do you feel like it was necessary since she is the person asking the questions?
So was AP not T-Tom's past?
Huh?
Was AP not T-Tom's past?
But T-Time never brought up AP, though.
They did. This is what sparked the whole shit in the morning.
No, so what had happened was somebody carried a bone into AP's lab and said, oh, did you hear the interview about Tea Time and Shigo? So I think off of that, like, you know, AP just felt like, why is this bitch still talking about me? So why are you shaking your head? You got some information that you want to share?
Shigo came in the panel and said that she asked T-Town about AP.
Yeah, she did ask. She asked about like questions. I'm assuming about AP and like the situations that happened in the past, right? But the question was, you said to Shigo, right? Like you want to know more information about her past, like you wanted to know about herself, right? So what Tea Time is saying is like it doesn't correlate to you at all, but it's just what Tea Time said was, why worry about somebody's past? Like, what was the point of bringing up somebody's, like, why do we need to know about Shigo's past?
Because every situation that Shigo is asking and inserting herself to and throwing her opinion in, she has done part of that situation. When she threw her opinion in about the
K-Dub, you get what I'm saying? Because I feel like you don't get what I'm saying.
When she threw her opinion in about the K-Dub situation, she had a hand in it. When she threw her opinion in saying that women are being weird and stuff, she was being a weird bitch. So there's no reason why you're going to sit up here and try to keep throwing your little opinion in like you ain't part of the situation or you ain't done the shit too. But we don't know that. So you just keep throwing it in, everybody acting like, oh my God, she's just such a good reporter. No, she's not a good reporter. She knows exactly what the fuck is going on because she's done this shit before.
I think Jen is so confused by my question. You confused by my question, Jen?
Candy, I think the difference is, Candy, I think the difference is that the AP and T-Time situation actually happened this year. The Shigo and AP situation and all that other stuff, that's damn near 2 years ago.
So no, that's not my question. That's not my question. Okay. So my question...
No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade, Taz. You said your name was Bennett and you wasn't in it. So come bring your ass down here with me, honey.
Wait, hold on. Let me like rephrase this question. Okay. So earlier today, right, Jen, you was just in your live, right? You was rambling, right? You did say that no, rambling. Like you was talking. I'm from New York, girl. I'm from Brooklyn. That's how you know you
The Bronx.
Okay, so our dialogue is the same. We the same. We are. So what I was saying was, you did say earlier today, right? While you was rambling, and you did say that, like Shigo was interviewing other people, right? So you wanted to know more about Shigo. So you wanted to get to know Shigo, right? So my question is, Tea Time had said, and it wasn't towards you, it's just a general statement, that Tea Time said, why does it matter about somebody's past? So what I'm asking you is, what was so important that you wanted to know about Shigo's past, that just because she was interviewing people? What was the point?
So when you go on a job interview, don't they ask you about your past experiences?
But if you're the
no, a quick question. That's it. Yes or no?
I can't answer that question.
What do you mean? So nobody has ever been to a job interview when they ask you about your past experiences?
What I'm trying to say is, right, if she's an interviewer, right, you don't ask the interviewer questions, you ask the interviewee questions, right? So the interviewer is actually the interviewee questions. So what I was saying was, since Shigo is the interviewer, why did y'all want to know her past if she was asking the ones y'all the questions?
Okay, so the interviewer got interviewed and didn't know how to answer the questions, right? So this is where this is coming up at. How could she be Jen, stop. How could she how can she ask questions and she did not answer not one of Jen questions?
Right, but I'm talking about no, y'all missing what I'm trying to say, and hopefully
no. Okay, so hold on, because I'm not gonna act obtuse. Like,
don't act obtuse. Don't act obtuse. I love that y'all using my words. Yeah.
Listen, ain't nobody can say it like you. Hold on. I was trying like.
No, it's really tricky, right?
Hold on. It's not tricky at all. Okay. Right? Cool. So, she is an interviewer, right? She has asked people multiple occasions to have interviews. Some have happened, some haven't. Some people say no, some people say yes. She's asked questions, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of the questions, shut up, China, no. A lot of the questions and answers are old in these interviews. A lot of these discrepancies and arguments are old in her interviews. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you start the interview with how you, like, a person asks some questions about their person, how she do, and then she has a game of clock the tea, spill the tea, or plead the fifth, or cop a plea, whatever the fuck the game is. I forgot what the name was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which she asked questions about other content creators that's old.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Am I bugging, or did she not ask a question about HB?
So what
wait, let me finish.
Go ahead.
So HB and Tea Time, even though they still go tit for tat, like now a little bit at a time, depending on who mentions who, that's old. So you brought up old shit.
Mm-hmm.
B and Tea Time situation back then, a couple months ago, was old shit. So my thing was, again, it was not supposed to happen today.
So, Jen, what Candy is asking.
Thank you, Cal. I hope you get it. Go ahead. She almost was there, but she wasn't. She was almost close. Yeah.
What Candy is asking is, Shigo was the interviewer, so why should she have been interviewed in the first place? Like what? And basically, Candy, the thing is people have been saying things. Shigo's name has been coming up.
I answered that though.
No, because my question was, since Shigo's doing an interview, right? She's doing an interview for you guys, right? You wanted to know. You said that you wanted to know her past, right? Is that what you said?
No, I wanted to get to know
before today.
It was before today. Yeah, it was before today. You said you wanted to know her past.
No.
You did say that. You did say that. I wrote this down. I wrote this down.
I wanted to get to know her and I've heard a lot of shit about her.
So that means you wanted to know her past.
It's just two different verbiages.
What the fuck
That's
else
what
am I gonna know?
Okay,
I know her present because she's on the app right now.
So now it goes back to what Tea Time said. why do y'all want to know somebody's past? Like, if she's doing an interview, what does that have to do with, like, currently? Like, why is that so important to know her past? Why can't y'all just worry about who she is at the present moment?
Can I ask the question? Can I answer that question then, Jen, for you? Because she a person just like we people, whether she interview people or not. I do fucking makeup. So that's like saying, why want to know how the makeup artists learn to do makeup? Just fucking learn. That's crazy. We're welcome to ask anything you want about anybody. She even said, to my knowledge, when someone asked to interview her, yeah, nobody's ever asked her actually, and she would be okay with
y'all still missing a point. Y'all still missing a point. Well, my point is, right? Y'all wanted, so this is way before. This is what I'm going by. I wrote notes. My shit is on my app here. Okay, so Jen said.
Oh, okay, let me answer that.
Hold on, Kata, because I want to make sure
how we know. In order to understand how we got here, you have to start at the beginning. That's just point blank. It's just the rules of understanding.
So you wanted to know the beginning of the person who doing the interview?
I don't need to know. I was there. I ain't need to know shit. But
so everybody else needs to know.
Everybody else wanted to know.
Wants to know.
She agreed. Hold on.
She's doing interviews on what people want to know.
Everybody else wanted to know. And she agreed to do the shit. It ain't like motherfuckers put a pew-pew to her head and was like, bitch, get over here.
So when
she could have stopped at any point in time and was like, you know what, I'm out of here.
But I'm not talking about today, though. I'm talking about, because Jen said she wanted to, she was like, because she did interviews on everybody else on the app, right? So this is what Jen said. She wanted to know Shigo's past. She wanted to know, like, about Shigo, right? She wanted to get to know about Shigo, know about her past, because Jen said she heard about Shigo's past. So my question goes back to what T-Time said. T-Tom said on her panel today, why does her past matter? If she came on this app and remarket herself, what does her past have to do with the current now?
And that's not a question for you. That's a question.
That is a question.
No, it's not. It's a question for AP. Not. Hold on, let me finish. That's a question for AP, because AP is the one that like Jen said that she wanted her and Brad King said that they were interviewing Shigo. This was weeks ago.
But this came out of Jen's mouth, though, so I gotta go by what the person who said it.
Yeah, because Brad King wasn't here. Of course, it came out of Jen's mouth. Brad King wasn't here.
Well, Jen said that she wanted to know.
And Jen said that I'm trying to get it out, Sadari. I'm trying.
Well, Jen said that she wanted to know about her past.
Candy, okay, Candy, let Kels finish. Let Kels finish.
I already said it, child. I already said it. Again,
yeah, but that's what we're telling Candy.
That's a question for AP, because AP was the one that was upset this morning. Candy, let me finish, babe.
No, but just tell me my mic. I don't like that. I'm listening. I'm definitely listening. I'm actively listening.
AP was the one earlier today that was saying, why is she interviewing? And she hasn't done an interview yet, which is the reason why Shigo probably felt that she needed to do the interview today, even though she was not prepared, because her ass was to the fire because of all the shit that AP was saying earlier today. So she wanted to clear that up, but it didn't get there because the story is dry and the people on Messy Talk don't know shit about that.
So Charles, let me
clusterfuck.
Hold on, because she goes in the comments. Hold on, she goes in the comments. She goes. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna say it. She can come up in the panel and tell y'all what the fuck. I presented this shit to her.
Okay, so Kels, let me ask you a question real quick,
Kels. Also, Candy, real quick. When you said, why would anybody want to interview the interviewer? Just yesterday, I was in Ray Live and Shigo came in and asked to interview Ray and said that it would be interesting to interview the interviewer because they don't usually get interviewed and people would like to know where they came from. So I don't even understand the harm in it.
No, so what I was trying to say is, because I really think y'all missing it, and I'm not elaborating correctly or just clear enough for me. So because my brain's be on 1,000 sometimes, right? So I do apologize if I'm just like fucking up your heads right now. But Kels, what I wanted to go back to what you said, right? So Jen didn't ask about Shigo's past. That was brave.
You keep saying,
okay, hold on.
Can I clear up something real quick?
Now that you're here, Shigo, true or false? Hold on. When I initially told you about the interview, I said, we know nothing about you. Literally nothing. Literally nothing. What you like to do, like your transitions. I spoke about your transitions, did I not? And what did I say? I said sometimes I be trying to do your shit that you be saying, I bust my ass. Did I not?
Yeah.
So it was not about her past with all these extra people. I want to get to know her specifically. Her.
But you, okay, so but you.
Wait. So that I can get a better idea of who she is. Outside of some of the stuff that I heard. Because did I not say, I think you funny as shit and you fucking hilarious, but you just randomly, for me, came out of nowhere. She said, I've been around a lot, whatever the case, cool. So I said I wanted to get to know her, whatever. The questions and the stuff that I asked today was because of all the shit that popped off today. Because I know that if I would have asked the questions that I wanted to fucking know, it would have been 3 people in this motherfucker. Which is why I said initially this afternoon I didn't want to do this shit. Because I know the questions that I wanted to know about her was not what the fuck y'all wanted to know. Especially after everything that came out today. So today, when all that shit happened this morning, AP said some things, somebody else said some things, other people came in the panel, new characters were unlocked. So I was like, fuck it. I'm going to ask specifically about these people because they said, oh, this happened and she's going to lie. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to give Shigo an opportunity to tell her side of the story. And at this point, they're not going to come in the panel. I did ask her if you wanted to do the thing and come in the panel. She said no. So at this point, I was like, y'all can find the middle of what the real story is. This is her version, their version, and we can find the middle. It was not about, I want to dig in her past and I want to do this shit and I want to make her look like a bad guy. It was never that. Which is why I said it's fucking weird to say you don't have to do this. Like I'm trying to force her to come out in these stories. Okay, cool. No problem. So y'all wasn't just dragging her this morning like, oh, she was with a married man, this, that, whatever. Y'all didn't want to know about that shit because y'all was for sure panel talking about it.
So Jen, I have a question though. So
Candy, hold on. Let me do a mob break because it's way too many of y'all in here and we only at 34K. We need to tap the screen or get lifted. Will he cut them comments off real quick? Let's go. Let's get it tapped. And thank you.
And I'm gonna drop down to the ground down here, Jen. But real quick before I go, she go, I fuck with you, but I don't know, I wasn't there for the whole interview part. But I do want you to apologize to my dog while you up here real quick. When y'all do get a chance to talk whenever this happened. Cause when Tea Time said that Jen was boring or whatever that was and you laughed, it kind of nudged me a little bit, friend, because that wasn't cool. But I think you laughed because you're nervous, but I still want you to address it. Love you, Jen.
Let me just ask Jen my question real quick.
Hold on. I haven't got a chance to say anything yet. Can I please say something? I really do got to drop back after this. My friends is getting ready to wring my neck because I told them I wasn't supposed to be on here.
Go ahead.
So I literally, y'all weren't in the live because y'all had all left because the tea was gone. But I literally gave a disclaimer in my live when I ended the live to please not blame Jen. This interview was not supposed to be today. I clicked and went live and was about to just spill my own shit. And I said, fuck the interview at this point because people are lying about my health. People are giving bullshit about me spending money on niggas and I'm stalking people and shit. And I know that's a fucking lie. So the only reason why I literally went live and did it today was to clear my name. Jen was not aware. Bray King was not aware. Bray King is still not aware. To his knowledge, this shit's still not supposed to be happening until the weekend after my birthday. So I put out a disclaimer to please not blame Jen. That's the first thing. As far as the laughing at the comment, I swear to God, I did not think y'all would take it that serious. First off, Jen be roasting people and trolling all the time. When T said this shit was boring, I thought it was funny and I was smoking. I was high as fuck. I thought the shit was funny because of the way she said it and it came out of nowhere. And then the second thing that I had laughed at, she had said, what she had said? She said, was it that? When she said something about you trying to interview. I can't remember. But regardless of which, I laughed at that because, like I said, I was smoking and it was funny at the time. And it wasn't about being nervous laughter because that's an excuse, bone fetcher. The truth is what it is. Like I said, I was smoking at the time. I thought it was funny. Jen, if that offended you, I really do apologize because I didn't think that was going to offend you.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Perfect. Let me just ask Jen this one question real quick, and then I'm gonna ask you a question, Chico. Jen, but you did say that you did.
That's because the comments the comments were literally dragging me, saying, "Drop Jen as an interviewer, bring up tea time, don't host this interview no more. Why are you speaking? You shouldn't be addressing this shit. This shit is embarrassing you." There was no positive comments down there. Rob, can one of my mods please confirm this? Because I couldn't even screenshot it. There was no positive comments during that interview, because people was wondering why I was even responding in the first place. That's before tea time even came in. But I'm not rude to sit up here and be like, "Jen, they don't like this interview." I'm sitting up here looking at the fucking interview, and I'm looking at the comments, and I'm still going with the interview.
But I'm sorry, Jen. You did say that you did hear stuff about her past, though. So what things did you hear about her past? Because you was like, "Yeah, I did hear a little bit things about her past." So what was those stuff that you heard about her past?
Hold on, Rick. Thank you. Somebody said it right there. Yes, they kept saying to drop Jen. Rob, can you confirm that also? There's a comment in your comment section right there.
Yeah, and the thing is,
they were dragging the shit out of me.
Hey, I was the one in the live saying, chill out. It's not that deep. It's okay. But they was doing it not as an attack on you, Jen.
They felt like you were being one-sided, and they felt like you were going off the comments and not going off of the interview. They kept tagging me. Let me see if I still... Let me hold on. Because they were literally saying that they had an issue with the fact that they felt like you were reading the comments and not listening to the actual interview. That's the reason why I said that I was agreeing with T and the fact a little bit of them saying that it was boring, because they were dragging me. Sticky Link, shut up.
Okay, so Chico, let me ask you a question.
See, it's serious right now, and I'm laughing at that. If certain things are funny, I'm going to laugh. I don't want to offend nobody.
When I came in here, and anybody in here is welcome to correct me if I'm wrong, but almost all of the comments were saying that you were running around playing duck, duck, goose with all of the questions.
Well, that's what I'm trying to go to, AJ.
There are multiple opinions on the way that the interview went on both sides, right? You were in one live, she was in another. It's not about what everybody else in there thought. But did you feel like Jen was not doing the questions the way she should have and was listening to the comments? How did you feel?
Well, AJ,
I do feel a little bit like it was like, we don't want to hear all that. Let's get to the mess. And because if I just give you the mess, then you're just going to get the messy part, and it's not going to make any fucking sense to you, because some of these people, you don't even know who they are. Some of these people that actually started the shit is the reason why the whole shit popped off and are relevant to the story, but you just want the mess. So it was difficult for me. That's why I said I'm over here trying to... I was over here getting ready. When I was going to do it on my live, I was going to give the entire fucking story from beginning to end. Make sure that people had context, make sure that people understood, so that nobody have to ask me shit about this anymore.
So do you think AJ, hold on. I got a lot of questions. Hold on, because it was a lot.
I didn't say she didn't ask good questions. I said that. See, y'all take things wrong. I didn't say she didn't ask good questions. I said that he was trying to get to the mess.
No, you got to be for real. This like the third or fourth time that this bits and pieces of this story done popped up. You're gonna have to talk. Well, you don't have to, but it's gonna keep coming up.
Right.
So it's not like, they don't have to ask me again, because it's going to keep coming up.
Okay,
it's like I'm not lying. It's like the third or fourth time we've been here.
It keeps coming up because I can only give bits and pieces. I can never give the full story, because everybody just want to know, did you fuck the nigga or not? How was it when you fucked him? Nobody wants to know context.
As a interviewer, okay, I have interviewed with you. And if I felt like a story needed more context or did not deserve more context, you were totally okay with me moving whatever my story was in the direction that I chose, correct? Hello?
Yeah, yes, I was. But I also, did I not ask questions surrounding your whole life, or did I give you straight mess questions about who you were involved with messing?
Of course, that's not what I'm asking you. My question is simply...
But that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't have been fair open to the questions either. You would have been like, damn, this is an attack.
You and I are spinning around something that's not even what I'm asking. My simple question was, when I interviewed with you, did I not have full reign of the way that I told whatever my story was based on the question that you asked? Your answer is yes. Okay.
I said yes.
So as a interviewer now, being that you do interviews, and you see that it is not going well, why not stop for a second, say, hey, Jen, you know, I'm wondering if maybe I could have the opportunity to say it from beginning to end, because that was my plan anyways, you know, and then allow you to ask questions so that way it makes more sense, because that was my plan anyways. Instead of sitting up here allowing it to be whatever you feel like it's not supposed to be, and then blaming it on, well, everybody was jumping on me because of it, when as an interviewer, you have control.
AJ, I feel like you're not even
I
answering
should
my
have never
question.
took that shit in the first place. That's what I think it should have been. Y'all was right.
This is what I feel.
But no, y'all was right. I should never took that shit.
Chico, can you confirm this? Do you feel like you was trying to paint the narrative to fit your story?
What?
Do you feel like the questions that Jen was asking you, you went around in circles to try to fit that to paint that narrative to fit your story?
I couldn't even paint a narrative. I couldn't even speak to give a narrative. A narrative means a story. There was no full story. I had to give straight messy parts and receipts, and I couldn't have the receipts in time, so everybody was talking about how they bored and wanted to leave. That's the real. Like, what the fuck? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to be rude. I really tried to do the interview. Like I said, I was starting it off on my own because I was just going to go ahead and lay everything out. There was people in the comments that was like, Jen wants to do it. Can you please wait for Jen? Can you please wait for Jen? I was like, okay, let's just go ahead and do it, because I promised y'all an interview with you and Braid King. That's why I said, go ahead and get Braid King involved. We're going to go ahead and do it today. I also gave the disclaimer that this is not the day that it's supposed to be done, and that I was just going to do this to get it out the way because I'm tired of my name being fucking mentioned. I don't understand how, from the matter of me hosting interviews to the matter of me being dragged to the matter of me doing an interview about myself, attempting to at least, I'm still getting dragged. So you know what? I'm going to forever be dragged, and y'all can have this, bro.
But why are you so defensive?
That was extremely weird.
50K likes and we'll turn the comments back on y'all.
Wait, hold on. Let me just say what I gotta say.
Hold on. 50K likes and we'll turn the comments back on y'all. 50K likes.
I just don't understand why that was so defensive. I just asked the question of, did you feel like that was, you were trying to paint the narrative to fit your story? I don't feel like that was a bad question to ask. But
I mean, that was just a lie. And what's crazy is, I kind of was just really trying to get her perspective on how an interview should even go. And when Candy got straight to the mess, that upset her. But let her tell it. People want to get straight to the mess. So which is it? Like, I really don't even understand you now, because what you just saw was what you wanted to happen, right? I did what you said Jen was doing, and we were speaking just fine. And then Candy did what you said Jen should have done, which was got straight to the mess. And then you said some slick shit and cut out, and that is weird to me.
But this is, I get down to the nitty gritty, right? And y'all know me. I come on panels, I ask the questions, and I just get to the nitty gritty. I feel like everybody on this app was just walking around the questions that they should have asked her a while ago, right? And not one of those questions was, do you feel like when Jenna was asking you those questions, did you take the effort to go around these questions to paint a narrative that fits your story?
She answered that. She said no, she didn't go around no questions. I said that. The comments, I was here. When I came in, the comments were saying, you ran around the questions. You ran around the questions. You ran around the questions. Before I ever even caught on that Tea Time was upset about whatever, they was saying you ran around the questions to Shigo. So when she came in mentioning what her comment about Jen, it's like, that's not right. You just said don't blame Jen. Now you come in here and it feel like Jen questions and the way she did the interview was the problem for you. That was crazy. And as a fellow interviewer, that was wrong.
Because I'm still stuck on the fact that she said she couldn't speak.
I'm just confused. This is what confuses me. And listen,
I wrote it in my notes. On the fact that she said that she couldn't speak.
The fact that she had people's DV situations on her back screen. She said that she outed somebody as a trans person. They wasn't trans. I mean, you part of Messy Talk at this point. So the shit that you did in your past, and oh Lord, let me be quiet. Can't see. Let me be quiet. Never mind. Strike those words. Thank you.
So to answer your question that you had earlier, Candy. Yes, I did hear stuff about her on the back end from other people, not K-Nigga, not Tasha. But which is why I wanted to do the interview, because I wanted to give her a chance to be like, okay, because like she's funny, right? So in my I'm like, it can't be all negative. It can't be all negative. So that's what my thing was about the interview. Can I talk to you and get to know you so I can see the positive side of you, because you seem like a cool person.
So did you hear the math? So when you heard the math, did you believe the math?
Some of the stuff was intertwined with what I heard, but some of the stuff was not correlating with what I heard. And some of the stuff was correlating. And like, so it was, at the end of the day, I took my part of it, and I was like, okay, let's just get into the questions that people have been trying to ask all day. But the only panel that she went on, besides mine, was Manny's. So I'm like, okay, so then, and people had questions. I've been in and out of all their lives. So I'm asking the questions that they want to know.